So I did a video response to the NWA Prepper Challenge for this month, and me and Shorty are just out here throwing some trees in the ground like it's so easy. I know, right? Look at me, I'm sweaty. So sometimes, you know, there's no excitement when it comes to, would you please not do that with the shovel? That end goes down. Sometimes you got to get on your kids in front of everybody. So sometimes homesteading's not exciting. Sometimes you just have to do mowing. You know, you got to do normal things. And but this is a little abnormal, so we're sharing it. Now you can't see everything here, but we have little apple tree, little apple tree, little apple tree, and they're all different apple trees. Let's just go over here and check it out. The guy at the nursery that I got these for cheap today told me that I had to have different kinds of apple trees so they pollinate themselves. This is an Arkansas black apple. I'm not sure what the little one is on the end. We planted it last year and its tag came off. This guy here is a red delicious apple. And I'm gonna have to figure out how to get rid of mosquitoes. I'm gonna have to figure out how to keep the deer off of them. I know I've talked about that with a few of you before. So this is the peach tree. All right, so I got a little closer. This is the peach tree we bought last year, and it has really come alive. It's really doing its thing. It is a Melicotonero, flavor rich. Melicotonero, flavor rich, I don't know. So it's that kind of peach tree. This peach tree here is a early Red Haven peach. And then this last one over here that I just finished putting in the ground is a Crimson Rocket peach. It's almost as tall as I am. All the rest of them are bigger than me, all of them. I also bought 2 pear trees. Two pear trees, and I can't remember what the last one was. It's some kind of a plum mixture. It was the only one they had, and it fertilizes itself. It pollinates itself. So I'm probably gonna put it off somewhere around here elsewhere. Maybe, I haven't decided. Me and the wife decided this is gonna be our little orchard area. If you see, there's the pond down here. So I'm putting my little orchard here. I have a hickory tree like literally 15 feet from me that I'll probably end up taking down once these guys take off. I'd rather the peach trees live than one really perfect size firewood hickory tree here. If it was anywhere else, I wouldn't move it, but this is the perfect place, I think, for our orchard. It doesn't block our view of the pond, and it's kind of off here out of its way under this hill. And the garden is like 50 yards that way, so hopefully, you know, everything will grow here. We got good sunlight here. It's obviously open. So anyway, just thinking about that. We just got them put in the ground. The wife's coming home. It's what day is it? 4th day, as we say. And we're going out tonight to eat some Mexican food because A, I'm not at work. I'm working all night until dark, and B, we haven't been out in a while and we want to go eat some Mexican food. We like Mexican food. So that's that. I just wanted to share that little orchard tidbit with you. Check out the little peach tree here. You see the little buds? It's already got little peaches trying to grow on it. Go baby, go. Granted, we're not going to eat anything off of it this year. I'm going to wait. And I think I'm going to wait 3 years before we eat anything on it, depending on how well they do. That guy there may actually, can y'all see the mosquitoes? That guy there may actually start producing fruit this year and or next year if they can get some pollination. But I haven't seen any flowers yet. Maybe I'm expecting too much. I don't know. I don't know anything about fruit trees. I'm growing them. Hopefully I'm doing this right. We're going to give it a run and see what happens. So now I'm already at 6 minutes of blah blah blah. This is going to be our little orchard area for the homestead. Anybody's got comments or thoughts, let me know. Things I should do, things I shouldn't do. I'm listening. I always listen to that sort of stuff. And I'm walking over here to this hickory tree to show you a little something. So you're mowing your place, right? And last year I made sure all of my trees were at least as high as the headache rack on my mower. And I'm noticing this year this one is not. This one's got a lot of little limbs sticking off of it. It's pretty low. I'm not touching it for a reason. If you get really close to these tree limbs, well, look who that is. You see the little seeds in there? Little evil sucker. So yeah, that's our old friend poison ivy. So that guy, that thing, let's see. That thing's up pretty tall. Those limbs coming off of that vine. I don't know how I missed that last year. There's no way that thing grew over the winter and over the spring already. So that guy's got to come down. Yeah. See how shiny those leaves are. So that'll have to come down, and I'll clean that mess up. But yeah, this is a normal homestead. You know, I've mowed it ish. I did a real fast mow job before I dug up the holes. You see, I've made a mess out here. But it's supposed to storm pretty good tomorrow. All this extra dirt will probably wash away. It'll give my trees a real good watering. It's the main reason I wanted to get them in the ground today. And with it being overcast like it is, it's getting darker pretty quick too. So I'm probably done for the day. And I still got 3 more trees to go. So I might have to do a little tree planting tomorrow in the rain. We'll see. Stay tuned. So we decided that this stump in the previous video that I just showed, you could see this stump with all these leaves behind me, all these branches behind me. I cut them down. I'm hauling them off with the tractor here. The idea is we're going to get this stump out of the ground, and you will see that it was a pain in the rear end. Thing in there. Well, I know you didn't get to watch, but that was an adventure. That was well, you can't tell, but that's a mess. Let me back up and get a better shot. So that's quite a big hole there. Just to get that old stump out of there. I told my wife I'd get it out of there. But the little orchard area is gonna look real good now. Once all that gets cleaned up and grass grows on it. Clean up my mud hole. I don't tell my wife, I'm gonna get in trouble. Huh, there you go. That big ugly tree's out of the way. hopefully in about 2 or 3 weeks, all this will be grassed back up. I'm sure it will. This rain will just make it take off. The little orchard will grow like wildfire, I hope. I pray. Let's see how it goes. You see that big rock right there? That's when we moved here. We had a nice little dog named Aurora, and she got parvo, and that's where we planted her. So she's feeding the orchard. She was a good dog. We miss her. Yeah, there we go. Pretty maids all in a row. I don't know if you can see the little one down there. These 3. And then these 2 here. Now I've got a plum cot. Got to figure out where I'm going to put. I don't know if I'm going to put it here or if I want to put it somewhere else. Haven't decided yet. This turned out to be a massive job pulling that stump out. All that growth, but it looks good already, and I think it's gonna look good, you know, in a month it'll look great. Okay, well, I guess that's about it for today. Looks like the second part of this storm's coming in. It rained all morning long. That's why it was so muddy. I don't know if I mentioned that before. I wore my you probably noticed I wore my rain suit part of the day. I wore the rain pants all day. So here's something to think about. Sorry about that. Here's something to think about. I wore those rain pants all day. If my pants look wet, it's because they are. I sweated right through these pants inside those rubber rain pants all day long. These are my work pants. I know they're nasty. They got old caulk and work stuff all over them. But something to think about when you're wearing your rain gear. I mean, sometimes it doesn't do any good. I feel pretty good right now because A, I'm sweaty and it's cooling down, so it feels pretty good. And I took those pants off so I can breathe again. My legs can breathe. I'm rambling. I'm way off subject. So I got all the trees planted that I wanted to plant. I got that stump pulled up. I'll probably add it. It's going to be a longer video if I do. The stump was a nightmare almost. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, but it was bad. It was nasty, hard to get out. A lot of digging, and I made a big hole. I made a big mud hole. So while it was raining, the reason I put my rain suit on, you know, rain ain't gonna stop you from doing stuff. I got up and cleaned the gutters because they were full of trash, and I haven't done it since we moved here, and they were just full of stuff. So I got those cleaned out. If it does rain again, it'll be a nice clean flush, and I won't have the rain dripping down in front of the porch like normal. Other than that, it's about time to go get Shorty. I think I've got about, not counting going and getting the trees, I probably got about 4, 5, 6, probably got about 8 to 10 hours into putting them in the ground. It took me, I drove an hour to get them, an hour back. So what I was saying is, before my phone decided I was done talking, it took me an hour to go get the trees, an hour back, and it took me about an hour to rummage around, decide what I wanted, pick different ones. I'm sure I talked about all that in the video. So yeah, I guess I'm signing off. I think it turned out pretty good. I think it looks good. But alright, I'm exhausted. I gotta go get Shorty from school, and that's my last 2 days. Y'all have a good one.